Hey everyone, welcome back. It's July 30th, so it's been a while since I've done a video. And today I just kind of wanted to re-elaborate the importance of planning ahead and gardening. This is my garden now. If you remember, everything was pretty little the last time I showed you guys, and now everything is crazy in here. It's like a jungle of food. These tomatoes, I seem to forget every year that they turn into like ginormous shrubs. And these cucumbers needed something much better to climb on, because it's a hassle trying to dig in there for the ripe ones, but they are doing good. So you gotta remember that with stuff like this. It likes to climb. That back there's cantaloupe, and it has taken over pretty much everything that was over there, like onion, garlic. It's pretty much just taken over there. Now, a lot of people in my area have had an issue with pollinating this year. Believe it or not, the bees are pretty important. You need them to pollinate your garden. But what I have not had that problem. It has been a cold year, so harvest has been slow. But I have these huge sunflowers, and there's just tons of bees just swarming around pretty much the whole garden. I've got bees, I've got butterflies. You name it, I've got it, and everything is doing really well with pollination. My blueberry bush is actually growing too. You can see the new growth. So that's really exciting because I didn't think it was going to take at all. And you really have to excuse the backyard. We're letting a lot of the grass die so that we can re-level the ground and plant some grass, but a lot of it, like the back area, is going to be all gravel and more raised garden flower beds. So we're not going to need a lot of this grass, which is actually way cheaper with water. Now, I'm not even growing that many things back here. We've got zucchini, gourds, beans, tomatoes, melons, more tomatoes, cucumbers, corn, peppers, carrots, and cantaloupe. But just those things, you gotta remember, just those things take up this much room. And we've got the chickens. Remember, they're backyard chickens, and they do make noise, but honestly, compared to some people's dogs, these guys are not that loud. They really only make noise when I'm out here. They're pretty quiet most of the time. They don't get super loud unless I'm out here, and then they really start going off because they just want my attention and food. And they're laying now, so they cluck a little bit more when they're laying their eggs, but it's so worth it. The eggs are so delicious. And if everyone just put a little bit of effort into growing their own food, we would all be a lot better off. And I do recommend gardening now, while you don't have to. That way, if there's ever a point where you have to know how to grow food, you'll already know how to do it. It is not as easy as putting seeds in the ground and hoping they grow. Sometimes you really need to know what's going on. And sometimes stuff dies. I've mentioned that before. But, and our compost back there, super easy to do. Most people have waste on a normal basis, and what you can't put in the compost, you can give to your chickens. And they're omnivores. They'll eat just about anything. I mean, obviously, you want to remember that what you give them is what's going into your eggs. So you want to keep it organic. You don't want to feed them stuff that you don't even want to eat. But if you're eating healthy, then you can feed your scraps to the chickens. And that supplements their diet, as long as you offer grit. Usually on the side is recommended. But I think for now that's it, because I'm super busy these days and life comes at you pretty fast. But I just wanted to give you guys an update and keep encouraging you to try to be more self-sufficient. Grow your own food. At least you know what's in it. You know where it's coming from. It tastes so much better than anything in the store. My husband brought home sliced carrots, I don't know why, from the store. And honestly, I tried one and it tasted like trash. It has no flavor. The carrots in the garden taste 100%, 1,000% better. It's just worth it. It's worth it to learn and to teach your kids, because the things that were common 100 years ago for people to know, now they call it survival skills. It's not survival skills. We're being culturally brainwashed to think that we have to rely on a fragile system that cheats us out of our humanity. So keep that in mind, guys. Get out there and grow. You don't need a ton of room. Most of this stuff, sometimes if you wanted, you could grow inside.